Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. We are here today with season 5, and this is probably going to be a multi episode kind of video where I'm going to have to do a couple different videos breaking down this season just because there's so much stuff going on here. There's a lot of things that's new, there's a lot of things they brought back from season 1, brought back from, like, say, season 3, season 2. So there's a lot of different things going on, and of course, there's a lot of old stuff too that we don't have to really go into too much detail, like attacking the Doom elites and attacking the, they just changed the names here. These are the zombies, dancer zombies. So all that's still the same. Same thing with trying to get immunity up to take on dig sites, and then you have your cities, lots of different cities. So just a ton of stuff to go over. So today I just wanted to take some time and go over just some of the buildings, what's new here, what's old here. What is new are these buildings here. The first one is the Crystal Gold Shop. So we click on here, and typically this is something I think we would normally see in the season tab. Yeah, so it pops up here too after you unlock it. Yeah, so pretty similar to previous seasons. However, it looks like you just continue to unlock new stuff and you just see what is coming in the future, which is kind of nice. Now you can plan if you want to save up for certain items, you know exactly how much it's going to cost and what you're going to get at different stages throughout the season. So that's a pretty nice fix. Season availability 1. So I think most of these rows are going to be limited and some of them are going to be replenished. So that we will have to see exactly how that works as these weeks unfold here. But this is pretty cool being able to see the different items throughout the store here. Man, 1 million for these here. Forge your dreams, Crystal Gold, and become the brightest symbol in the frontier. Crystal Gold Tycoon, 30 days. Oh, it's a title. Okay. So, interesting. You can buy yourself a little title if you want to, yeah. Let's go ahead, go back here, and yes, coffee, that is the resource. You got coffee and coffee beans. These are going to be the resources for Season 5. You have your coffee factories, so if you go here, same thing as always, you upgrade these, increase your output, and you're going to use, of course, I got no builders available. So, yeah, you're going to use these coffee beans here. I went to this page just because it's a little bit easier to see. So you got these coffee beans here. You'll use those to upgrade the coffee factories. And then once you have the coffee, you'll come over to the Caffeine Institute. And then you'll start upgrading your Caffeine Institute, which is going to give you a resistance for the season. And the big changes in Season 4, you had your lighthouse, and that gave you some power. Now they brought back now they're called the tanker bars and the pilot bar, missiler bar. I don't know. Let me know how you guys pronounce that below. Anyway, so they brought back the individual buildings. So that's a good thing, I guess, because now you can get more experience from building buildings. And then, of course, experience now goes towards the tactic cards to level those up. So it's good to get more ways to get more experience. So we'll have to wait to get these unlocked and see what kind of power they're going to get. My guess is it's going to be like 0.5%, and then maybe towards the back end it's going to be like 1% per level, up to maybe I think like 15% in total is what it goes up to. Attack, HP, and defense for all of these. So as always, pretty good attack here. And of course, they brought back the protectors here. So we're going to have protectors again. Nothing new here. I only have level 10s on this account, so I don't know what the stats are for the tier 11s. I'll have to figure that out and share that with you guys. Obviously, we're going to get this on my main account here in a couple of weeks. So I'll do an updated video on my main account with all this stuff then as well. But yeah, the protectors are back, so nothing new there. You can upgrade this all the way to level 10 using your normal resources, not the season resources, your normal resources all the way up to level 10. So very much similar to Season 4. So that you can upgrade for free, essentially. And then that is kind of it for the new buildings. Now, like I was saying, you got your production items for the season in the Caffeine Institute. And then you're going to have the tank buildings and then Crystal Gold Shop here. It's kind of interesting that we had to had to build this. I mean, you just build it once. It's not like you upgrade or anything. But then that just opens up the shop for you and pops up in here when you do so. And then, of course, the fastest way to get the resources is to, either farm the zombies or the Doom Elites. Just go over here. You're going to need resistance plus the suggested power level. And, of course, there's a combination of, how much resistance you have, the damage reduction, plus the bonuses that the Doom Elites get when you attack them. So you just have to be mindful of that as you push into the higher levels, how much of the power gap you have going on there, to make sure that you can cover the spread, essentially, to take those down. But that is going to give you your coffee beans and your coffee. That's going to instantly give you the ability to level up your Caffeine Institute. And then you have the crystal gold here, which you want to save up. And the crystal gold is what you're going to deposit into these banks. So as you see here, open this up. And, oh, sorry, that's a town. That is not a bank. Let me go to a bank here. There we go. So this is the bank. We're attacking this. And this allows you to deposit gold into these. And so once we get one open up, we'll go ahead and take a look at what the deposit is. And that's going to be another video. Whenever we start getting more into the map, I'll do another video about the map and how some of the functions work with the banks and things like that. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out later this week. Now let's just do a quick run through. Battle Pass, Season Battle Pass, pretty much the same as it's always been for the $5 one. Nothing really new and exciting there. That was a $10 one. The $20 pack, this one is a little bit different. We ended up getting a core card choice kit. So this allows you to pick a card of your choice at the start of the season, which is pretty cool. Everything else, though, pretty much the same. I was saying last night during the stream that I wish this would have been a selection chest where you could have got either hero shards or the weapon shards. I mean, we're at the point, Season 5, give us the weapon shards, man. I mean, we just gotta, be smarter about this, I guess. I don't know. So that is pretty much it for the pass here. Nothing too crazy. If you scroll all the way down to the freebies down at the bottom, again, they give you to this for free. It's for 30 days. Most free-to-play players are not going to have the turkey skin. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just going to be another thing that's going to sit on the inventory on my mini account, apparently. So yeah, that's the Chroma skin there for Season 5. So it's the turkey base skin. If you haven't seen it yet, let me see if I can find one on the map here real quick. I know we're kind of getting sidetracked, but let's go ahead and find one for you. And there it is. Popping out the guns, a little pew pew action, and it's got a little reward sign on the side there. So that's it. Pretty interesting. I mean, I guess it works. I mean, we're rolling into Thanksgiving too, which is kind of funny. So we got a Thanksgiving turkey with some guns and stuff. And then back here, the weekly pass. Nothing new here. It's the same stuff as it's always been. Yeah. So go ahead and pick this up. Extra Coffee Factory. No, everything pretty normal with that. And then, you have your Bank Stronghold Conquest. So everybody's, racing to get the first one and the second one and all that stuff. Purge action. Who's going to be able to defeat the highest level zombie on the map? That's all, normal par for the course stuff. Goals here. Same as always, just collecting crystal gold, and then you're going to push all the way down to get your UR upgrade token for your Venom here. You're going to get tons of Venom shards and Overlord choice chests along the way. Or sorry, not choice chest, supply chest. And then you'll get down to a tactic card pack, the gold tactic card pack. So a couple different options, or a couple different ways to get gold tactic cards throughout the season here for free. And then, of course, your Alliance stuff. These are a bunch of freebies as well. Nothing new here, pretty much the same as what we had last season. And this was a little bit different. So if you click on the week 1 tab, you'll see there was only one thing to unlock today, which was the Caffeine Factory. And I feel like the unlocking this season was a lot simpler than Season 4. I felt like Season 4, it took forever to get the stuff unlocked. So I wonder if they took that and some feedback, which was really good to hear. If that was a change that they actually took feedback from and implemented. Anyways, so pretty easy to get the Caffeine Institute here unlocked. And then later on today, tomorrow, kind of interesting, it says unlock at 11:03, but today is 11:03. Yeah, so we'll see when this actually becomes available. Donate a total of 1 million coins across all war zones. So we'll just have to wait to unlock this. And then some kind of, I think it's a mini game is what it sounds like. And then everything else is pretty much the same thing with capturing the banks and capturing the cities. So nothing new there. And then week 2 is when the railroad comes out. So that's when we'll get the railroad and the trains and start to be able to trade and attack these. So more details on that next week. And then the last thing I wanted to cover in this episode was the rewards. And this is going to be your standard rewards all the way down. It doesn't seem like they changed too much as far as the actual rewards that are giving to the places that you finish. And the places seem to be all about the same. Nothing new here. The biggest thing, though, is it's going back to kind of like the season 1 standards where you have to have, you know, the number 1 in influence points, which that's given by whatever cities and stuff that you capture. And there is also this new challenge mode. And this one, it seems to be a combination of going for first place plus some additional stuff. You're going to have to take for this top tier one, capture the Golden Palace and 8 Warzone outposts. And then the very bottom tier, which is still better than first place, or actually it's about the same when you look at the season merits, but everything else is better. You get more honor medals, you get more Overlord supply chests, and it goes down throughout here. It's going to be better rewards. So the challenge ones seem to be a better option for players if you can get this. Plus, you get a ton of tier 11 items. This is a lot. That's a lot of cores. And it's a good amount of armament materials. Free-to-play players are really going to get a big benefit from this. Spenders, maybe not so much from the armament materials, but definitely from the cores. Definitely going to benefit from those cores there. But yeah, so this one, you're only going to need to capture the Golden Palace, which is the main building in the center, and the 4 levels 10 cities. So there's only 4 whenever you look at the map, and we'll be going over that again whenever we break down the map and everything. So that's going to be a little bit different. You can either capture the 4 level 10 cities, or you can capture the 8 Warzone outposts. So we'll be breaking down all that stuff later as the season unfolds here. But this is pretty interesting. And then these 2 here, you can place this without taking the Golden Palace. So it might be something where you trade off and say, hey, I'll give you guys the Golden Palace, but we're going to capture the 8 Warzone outposts, and that way they can get maybe number 1 in the regular rankings, and then you can guarantee yourself, you know, the challenge rewards and get this one and still get better rewards than what you would if you were to get first place in the normal influence ranking. So overall, it is a combination of a lot of the different seasons. It is back to that season 1 grinded out mentality of we're going to be taking cities and now they're banks, not dig sites. And I think there's going to be a lot that's going to kind of come to light over the next few weeks as we get into this season and how things are going to play out, what kind of strategies there are and things like that. It's going to be a lot different. I'm just so glad that we're not fighting Alliance centers anymore. I think this is just so much better for actual fighting in the game, and I think there's going to be a lot more fun fights that happen throughout the season with this new style. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the season. I think the reward system, I think this could be pretty good. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think so far about this. Come out to the stream tonight. We'll be going over some more stuff, and look for the future episodes where I'll be breaking down some more things about Season 5. As always, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.